Hi there, it's me again, your Lavanya. We are continuing our discussion on Thiruvarutpayan, verse number 81. Arul Noolum aaranamum alladum aindin porul nool theriya puhin. Today's verse is under the 9th chapter, which talks about the 5-letter syllable mantra, which is called as Sivayanama. So we are going to talk about the beauty and significance and the ability of this 5-letter syllable. Now, the first verse talks about whatever we are seeing around us, anything. It can be books, it can be movies, it can be audio, video books, or it can even be Kindle version of the books, because right now not many of us are really interested to take on a physical book and just start reading it. We love to talk about a digital version. So when you talk about digitized version or whatever it is, as long as you talk about a book, we can always classify the books under the 5-letter syllable. Either it will talk about Sivayanama. What do we mean by this? If you talk about certain books which talks about salvation, realization, achieving the Almighty's feet, always thinking about Almighty, how to control our mind and always think about our salvation, those books are going to be referred under Si or Va. So the 2-syllable Si and Va is going to talk about that we are talking about and thinking about Almighty always. There are certain books around us to talk about how do I look pretty, what kind of makeups I need to wear on or put on, and what kind of a dressing will suit me, what kind of a presentability I need to look up for, self improvement, self grooming, all these kind of books, which is represented by Ya. Ya is the soul. So basically we are talking about all the books that is going to represent the grooming of the soul, which is going to be Ya. Anything else that we are talking about, how to grow a plant, how to become rich, how to anything around us that we are talking about, as in when you are talking about water, when you are talking about rain, when you talk about air, the 5 elements basically, or the 5 senses, all those are going to be taken under Na or Ma. So anything that we are seeing around us can be classified under Sivayanama, nothing more, nothing less. That is the reason when we were discussing about Unmai Vilakkam, if you guys can recall one of the verse, the Guru was asking his Guru, if you say the 5-letter syllable, the mantra is just letters, does it mean that it is going to be demolished after a while? Does it mean that it is going to be it's going to be erasing off from this world after a while? And the Guru's answer was very interesting. He said, if you're talking about just words, yes, it is ought to be removed away, but the product that it is representing, the things that it is representing is going to be there in a permanent state. So when you say those are going to be permanently there in this world, there is no way the 5-letter syllable is also going to be removed off. So that is something that we need to recall over here while we are thinking about this particular verse, because the 5-letter syllable, which is Sivayanama, which talks about everything around us. Any book that we are talking about can be classified under this. Any movie that we are talking about can be classified under this. Basically, there is none other than Sivayanama. That is what our Guru is trying to say as part of this 81st verse. I'll come back again with the next verse very soon. Until then, bye-bye.